How's it going, my Floridians? It's your boy Floridians back with another YouTube video for y'all, but this one is going to be a little bit different than what I normally post. So today I'm going to be giving y'all a day in the life of a utility locator. This is my real job, and this is what I do. I go around and I find all the water in the sewer lines, and I paint them, and I flag them. That one kind of bounced because the ground here is pretty hard, but yep, for work, besides making YouTube videos, this is what I actually do. Y'all can see that little stub out right there with the little blue pipe. That is a marker pipe, and that is a water stub out. This is the hydrant. The valve right in front of the valve is the line. Throw one of them numbers there. You can see they got a hose coming straight out of their thingy right there. So, I think, and can I get one of these on camera? Oh, just like that. To me, I found out that if you time them just right enough, you can throw them and they'll stick. So this is pretty much what I do in this neighborhood. It's called Cumberland Harbor. This is a older neighborhood. It was built in the early 2000s, but it hasn't got built out a lot. There's a lot of woods all over the place, but luckily everything in here is, thankfully, is logically placed. So literally you go to the intersection and you find the valve. Like you see that mound right there, that's the valve. You find that valve and you just trace it. So I'm right here along the main road, painting away. I do my locates pretty much every other paint mark. I flag about every 30, about every 25 to 30 feet. There's a lot of walking too. I'm gonna point the camera down a little more, that way y'all can get a better view at it. But this iPhone 16 camera quality is crispy. So, let's see, right there. Sometimes these pipes get a little wonky, but I had the locator going over it and what the locator said. You want them numbers? Paint it up like that. Got a flag. Boop. See that happens sometimes. I try to throw it in a way to where it sticks like that. But sometimes if I do hit a hard patch or I do hit a twig or something, it will bounce up like that. But yep. And I just, wrong color. Why is it not doing the paint? All right, there we go. And for where I'm at, I only do 2 colors. I can do 3 colors. The third one is storm, but I don't do storm that much. And as you can see, they got all these dang leaves, so the paint doesn't stick. But I do 3 colors. Blue is water, green is sewer, and white, which is supposed to be gray, but I only have white paint. That's storm / gray water. And this is pretty much what I do. One thing that I hate is, you see this, that I'm about to walk up on it in a little bit, but it's this little 4-inch diameter circle with a white cap. That is called a clean out, and that usually is very low to the ground. Often people run it over with their lawnmowers, or a contractor hits it, or they'll end up breaking that somehow. It is a pain in the butt trying to find that sewer line because the locator that I have does not pick up empty pipes that well. But it'll clean out right there. Is this one or just something? Okay, that's actually a clean out cap, but I don't see a marker pipe or anything in the woods. This is where a house is supposed to be at, but I don't see nothing over there, so I'm gonna just go back on the main trail. I didn't carry no green flags with me to mark that. So that will be on the next one. So let's get back on the dotted lines. Let's see, last marking. And I hate trying to over these dang leaves because I know that this stuff ain't gonna stick. Okay, so I messed up on this one. Now, luckily, since this is over grass and dirt, if I mess up, I can just do one of them numbers. But I go back here, you paint that. And then I already went through here with the locator. So all I gotta do is just follow the lines and do one of them numbers. Tilt the camera down a little more for y'all. Paint it. So I can't wait to get painting back on the actual grass. I hate this sandy stuff. It doesn't make the locates last. So luckily that's why on top of painting, I have to flag it with these blue flags. And y'all probably noticed a couple other colors. Right now it's just orange and red, but the oranges, that is your internet / your telephone cable, and the red is your power. And another color that's not out here yet, but you might see in future videos, is the yellow, and yellow is gas. And that's the one that scares all of us. I remember back when I was on the crew that had to dig stuff up, we would see gas and everybody would be on their toes the entire time that we're digging. Because if you hit that gas, you better turn it off and run. Because at any second, that thing gas goes boom! Which is not ideal for the gas company, for the customers, and for where I work at. A bunch of drug tests and a bunch of other illegal stuff later. And this box right here is a water meter box. So in fact, you can kind of see it says water meter on it. There you go. In fact, let me zoom in on it. If you see where it says water meter, zoom on out of that bad boy. Take flag. Well, boom, just like that. It's marked. And they did send me on training to Georgia and Florida 511. It's just a seminar where they taught us how to market, and if the marking's changed or whatever. So a lot of these contractors, they're not careful anyway. There's been times when I had stuff clearly marked plain as day. Pictures even was standing there, and they still hit it. And a lot of these valves and stuff have not been turned in, I don't know how long. And see that little green pipe there? That's a stub out for the sewer for this abandoned lot. So give it a little green spray. Paint that line like that. Line like that. And luckily in this neighborhood, the sewer line runs down the middle of the roadway. So you could just play a little game of connect the dots on that one. Heck yeah. Take this. Think, just like that. Paint it. You got a stake. Bam, just like that. I posted a little bit of this on Snapchat. A couple people on there love the throwing action. So, like that. And you'll honestly be surprised how many cans of paint and flags I can go through, especially on some of these locations. Like this one is a pretty decent sized one. It's about a half-mile locate. But since I mainly locate like just one house for one specific thing, doing these big locates is like locating freaking like 50 houses because of how long they are. So sometimes I run into problems with the office. They're like, you didn't do nothing all day, but you just got one locate done. I'm like, yeah, it was one locate on paper, but it's like 50, 40 houses in person. So, think. Just going to do the rest of these. Oh, there's some water meters across the road. I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but those boxes over there. So what I do is 2 lines, and I learned this in the class, but whenever you have multiple, you put the 2 lines for the 2 lines, and then what I do is depending on which lane, like I'm in this lane going that way, so I write the 2 legible and let them know that there's 2 lines. Then when I get to the other side of the road, that's when I go and paint another 2. That way there's a 2 from both ways. And then I come over here and finish out that locate. Just like that. Got their sprinklers going. Their sprinklers are on freaking... They have 2 meter boxes here for city water, but that does not smell like city water. It smells like they still are off of a well or something. Probably a little cheaper on them. But in this neighborhood, these houses are like almost $1 million. So they probably ain't really hurting much. IMPO. So, back across the street. And my locates are just the simple ones with the line. I don't do like the ones like where they show like how deep and how big the pipe is and all that. All they just want me to put down is the line showing about where it is. And that's all. Contractors are supposed to pothole down before they dig it out, but they don't be doing that a lot. So they end up hitting stuff, which everybody hates. But I'm just trying to get it done. And in fact, my locates are probably a lot more detailed than the guy from the next city over. As y'all can see there, he usually has like between that flag right there and that flag way back there, that's only how much he'll put. So I usually put double the amount of paint and flags compared to the other person, but that's because I don't want to get in trouble if somebody hits something. And then they're like, it wasn't marked in that part, so I guess we didn't do it. These contractors are not the smartest in this area. So they can do that like a whole lot, and it's so annoying. Uh-oh. Bink. So I'll just finish it out to this hydrant. But yep, thanks for coming to my TED Talk, y'all. Really enjoyed spending this beautiful Thursday afternoon with y'all. And hopefully y'all like. Dang, I didn't get that here. And hopefully y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the post noties, drop it down in the comments below, and I will see y'all on the next one. So, peace out, my Floridians.